Hi, Kevin Henry, the Group Editorial Director for Advanstar and Dental Products Report, and I'm on a Google Hangout today with Benjamin Waldman, who's the Director of Inside Sales for DEXIS. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. I really appreciate the time, and congratulations to you and to DEXIS for the Pride Best of Class Award on the CariVu.
Yeah, we're very excited about getting that award. Very pleased.
So, this has been something that's been all over our site and talked about by so many people, but I'd love just to hear kind of what you feel is so important about CariVu and what you want our viewers to know about it.
So CariVu is really a revolutionary device in dentistry today. I come from a sensor background. I was in the field for about a decade selling digital radiography, and sensors were a great innovation. If we go back to the 90s, when people were using film to be able to get a lower dose image and a higher resolution image, get it quickly and have it be portable. I mean, that was a great revolution in dentistry. This CariVu device is even a greater revolution for somebody like me who comes from a sensor background. You know, we're surprised at being able to get better resolution, more visualization with no radiation, and that's what's incredible, is that dentists can now look into a tooth from the occlusal surface down, and it's transilluminated with no ionizing radiation, and you can see the size, shape, and location of caries just clear as a bell, and it's really an amazing device.
And I would think that the lack of radiation would be something that would be very important to tell dental professionals and as well as their patients, right?
Yeah, you know, this whole low-dose movement that has been sweeping dentistry for the last few years has been very important. It's made it to the mainstream media. It's come out of medical and dental literature and into mainstream media like the New York Times and onto television. And so you have a lot of patients coming into practices saying, do I have to get an X-ray? Do I have to have this dose? Or do you have digital, which I know is a lower dose? So now doctors who have CariVu are able to say, yeah, we have not just a low-dose radiation, which conforms to the sort of standard of care in dentistry today, but now we have a no-dose solution. And that's fantastic, because if you ask any dentist today, do you ever have patients refusing X-rays? Every one of them, to a one, will say yes. We have, in addition to the normal, pregnant women who can't have it, cancer survivors who are told by their primary physicians, avoid radiation as much as you can. You just have people who are concerned about the dose, and it may be that they're not being completely rational. If you look at the science and you look at the literature on dental radiation, it's very low and it's occasional. But that doesn't mean that people are always going to be rational. So for a practice to be able to say, yes, we have a solution, we have a way to visualize pathology with no ionizing radiation, it's just a fantastic solution.
And what are some of the comments that you're hearing from some of the dental professionals out there about CariVu?
So a lot of them, I had one doctor. I came out of the field very recently, where I'd been for, as I said before, about a decade. And in my territory, I had a doctor who was very eager to get his hands on it, and he was one of the early investors in the technology and invested in it for his practice. And so he called me up about a month later, and I said, "Doctor, how do you like it?" And he goes, "I'm really not very happy with it." And I said, "Really? What? You're not happy with it? What's wrong? What's going on? I can help." And he goes, "No, it works great." He goes, "I'm finding caries on everybody." He says, things that we missed in X-rays because we had overlap on the bite wings, recurrent decay around an amalgam. He said, these are things that we just couldn't see on an X-ray, and now we're seeing them, and it's a lot of work. And I said, well, that's a high-class problem to have. And, so those are the kinds of comments that we're hearing.
That's great. I mean, I've heard nothing but positives and some very, excited people out there to try this new technology. I was wondering, could you give our viewers a website or somewhere that they could go for more information about it?
Sure. You can go to DEXIS.com. You can also, if you have a mobile device and you want to look at it on your phone or your iPad, you can go to cv.dexis.com. and that has actual video of an actual examination, so you can see an intraoral video of what a CariVu examination looks like, and you can see all sorts of, in this particular exam, you see recurrent decay around an amalgam, you see fractures, you see interproximal decay, and so you see a couple of cracks on the buccal of a tooth. So there's a number of things to see in this short 18-second video, plus there's some literature that's interactive online and a calculator to help you understand how it might fit into your practice. So those would be the two sites I'd recommend.
Sounds great. Well, I really appreciate your time, and again, congratulations to DEXIS on winning the Pride Institute Best Class Award for this year.
Thanks so much, Kevin.